Hey everybody, how y'all doing, man? I ain't doing good at all. I learned a very expensive mistake. I had to learn from this one. I'll never again buy another motor without making dadgum sure that I get the numbers off the block and do some research before you buy something, man, because this motor is not going to be put in this LTD. I guess the only thing good that happened out of this whole situation is that it's got a new gas tank. By the way, anybody know anybody that wants some good lights? Those are good. These are good lights to put in paint and body shops, but this is that new radiator that goes with the LTD. It also has a new gas tank still in the box. But here's the deal, man. Me and Greg, I pulled the number. See if I can get it in there. I don't know if I can get it in there or not. Yeah. That serial number says C7AE-A. I wonder if that's a harmonic balancer on there. I don't know, man. But it says 352 on the front of the block. I got down here and looked on this block right here. Got down here and looked on the front end of the block, and I can't find nothing. This transmission, Greg told me, because of the yoke that's on it, this come out of a truck. This motor come out of a truck. I still have yet to find the serial numbers on this block. I guess I'm gonna have to maybe not give up hope yet, but if you cross-reference this number right here on this head, it says it's a 303. I mean a 330. And a 330 motors, they come in dump trucks. They got lots of torque. It's a strong motor. And I can tell you this, that it's a 67, because the C means 60s, the 7 means 7. So that's a 67. And the freeze plugs are real good in it. So it tells me this motor has been rebuilt. For a 67, it would be almost near impossible. And as you can see, you know, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe I just need to keep looking for the serial numbers, man. I'm about to pull my hair out with this stuff. You know what I'm saying? I got online and they said that the 303s doesn't have a harmonic balancer on it. Well, this is a harmonic balancer right here. The dipstick is on the other side of this oil filter. Dipstick is up here on this side of the oil filter. I looked at another 303 online that came out of a dump truck, and the dipstick was on the other side. Somebody told me by the comment with these numbers on the side of this that says it come out of a Thunderbird. You know, it's like, dadgummit, man. Ford's just, it's just so weird, man. Cannot find nowhere serial numbers, you know. Greg told me he recommended, man, just take the hit and take the loss, but he doesn't think that if I put this motor in my LTD that I'm going to be satisfied with it, you know. And he said that these yokes came in the trucks, that I don't need to have that yoke on there, because if I stick that in there like that with that yoke on there, that's another thing I'd have to change. He also told me that the linkage on them transmissions are backwards, so I would have to find some kind of different linkage, because he told me the linkage on them on these transmissions, if it come out of a truck, it's completely backwards. The shift pattern, you know, somebody get in it and try it. He said at least you wouldn't have somebody worrying about stealing it, because they put it down in low and it'd be in park. He told me, he said, man, he says it's kind of like kicking a turd around all day trying to get the motor in there, you know what I'm saying? And I said, well, what do you mean by that? He says, well, you know what you get when you kick a turd around all day? And I said, what's that? He says, you get poop on your boots, you know? I guess I just gotta keep looking, man. I've pulled my hair out all daggum day trying to find some. I scraped this clean right here. There ain't no numbers there. Maybe I can pull this transmission off and maybe there's be some serial numbers behind the transmission, you know. But he's for sure probably, he's pretty certain that this is either a 330, excuse me, I can't keep saying 303. It's either a 330 or it's a 352. And it says 352 on the front of this block. But it still tells me that that it's uncertain unless I find some serial numbers somewhere. I mean, I don't know. It's 305. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's got the freeze plugs rusted out in it. Yeah, I heard it run. It's got a 350 turbo transmission in it, and I'm not going to go and put that 350 turbo transmission in my truck. I don't want one. I like my Granny Low. I like the shifter. I'd have to get rid of Chatty Cathy if I put this in there. There wouldn't be no purpose for Chatty Cathy. She'd be turned sideways, and I don't think she'd like being going sideways, you know. But that inline 6 runs great. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing wrong with that inline 6. Why would I want to pull out something that's running completely great unless I'm for certain what I'm going to put under here? If I had a choice, I want to put a 4-bolt main, or at least a 350 shit, you know, 350. It don't have to be a 4-bolt main, just a regular old 350 motor. I'd be fine with that. But to go to a 305, I know they're good running motors. They last long. I've got that, but I don't know the condition of that motor. I couldn't tell you the condition of it, really, because I didn't run it. All I did was run it up and down the driveway, you know. There just ain't really no way of telling. And yeah, that 4-barrel Holley pumper on here, somebody made the comment it must have been burning rich. Yeah, it was burning rich all right, because I had people, we thought it was a 350 Chevy when it was in my truck, and everybody kept trying to adjust the carburetor. You could just smell the gas coming out of it, man. I mean, you could probably burn it 3 times. Just wonder it wasn't drilling out the tailpipe gas, you know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna get off here and let it go, man, for now, because my brain is so tired right now. I've been pounding my brain all day. And if y'all got any second-hand advice y'all want to give me, or first-hand advice y'all want to give me, I just feel sick to my stomach, man. I made a big mistake. I guess you live and you learn, you know, whenever you choose to do things like this, man. Word of mouth, that don't count, man. You got to be sure you get them serial numbers. Make sure you know what you're buying before you buy it. And if possible, if they say it's rebuilt, show me the papers. You know what I'm saying? Show me something. Just don't take somebody's word for it, because I would hate to get it down in here and not be satisfied with the performance of it. I went all over YouTube and tried to find out. Went all over YouTube trying to find out 330 Ford motors, and all I could come up with was dump trucks, you know, and there wasn't really that many out there. It's really a not sought after motor, but then again, I might have something out here that somebody might be interested in. I mean, it's not very often that you find a 1967 motor that's been rebuilt. And I guess I could start it right there where it sits, put a coil pack on it, and put a coil in it and start it. See what's the deal with it. See y'all next time, man. Limster out.